On this week's Safari with Brent, we get up close and personal with a massive male lion and take you behind the scenes and show you some of the challenges that come with wildlife management. This week, we introduce you formally to three magnificent young male lions. The Leadwood boys. They're turning into true monsters, and at only 31 months old, they're already the kings of their bushveld realm, due to there being no other males to compete with them. The boys originate about 70 kilometers to the north of Rietsbret on Karongwe Game Reserve. Their father is a well-known black-maned male named Sub-Zero. As a coalition of related males, their bonds are strong, having been formed from birth. It's always special to watch the intimate interactions that occur among male lions when they're not fighting over food or females. Us at PaintedDog.tv are privileged to follow their lives on Leadwood Big Game Estate. So we are out in Rietsbret Game Reserve. We are on foot trying to find the male lions, and we've got the vets out. We're going to dart the male to make his collar a bit bigger because he's grown so quickly, but we've got to be quite careful now. So I'm going to say bye, because we've got to sneak through this very thick bush to see if we can find these lions. The lions headed into some impenetrable bush and the rain rolled in, and we were forced to retreat to try later. It's about 5 hours later from when we tried this morning. The lions went in some really thick stuff. One tried to stalk me, cheeky little one, while we were trying to track them. We couldn't get the vehicles in, but the vet's back. Sun's out, it's not raining anymore, and we're gonna see if we can get these lions and make that collar a bit bigger. No, I know. I think up ahead here, where the pan was, though. No, they were. I was the one who went and looked where the tracks went. That's Scotia. I was under that Scotia. As with all fenced reserves, even reserves such as Rietsbret that has large predators, there is a need to cull surplus herbivores for the health of the reserve, and one impala ram was used to entice the male lions out of the thickets so Pete Rogers from ProVet could get the chance for a clear shot. That's the one on the left closest to us. Yeah. His bum is sticking through. Normally we would wait for the sedative to take full effect, but the lion wandered to the edge of a 15-meter cliff, and we had to jump into action to ensure he didn't go over. Need some more, man. Not fully out, he woke while we were moving him, and again he moved in the wrong direction, teetering on the edge of the cliff. Fortunately, the drugs took effect, and we were able to move him to safety. As soon as we were sure it was safe and the drugs had taken effect, we moved him well back and safely away from the edge of the precipice so Pete Rogers could begin his work. After a few more false starts and hair-raising moments, we finally brought the lion under control. Finally down, we quickly set to work on adjusting his collar and checking on a small wound that he received in a fight with his brothers. These types of wounds are part and parcel of being a male lion and is nothing serious to the king of the beasts. This cat is in excellent health and has grown incredibly fast, which is why we had to dart him, because he had already outgrown his collar much faster than we had ever anticipated. The big cats of Leadwood all have tracking collars for the first 2 years after release to help the reserve's management keep an eye on them and ensure they don't wander into neighboring properties. With only about 20,000 wild lions left in the whole of Africa, and wildlife and wild spaces dwindling, smaller fenced reserves such as Rietspraat are becoming increasingly important in the conservation of wildlife. However, this brings in new challenges, and man management is needed to ensure the health of the reserve and the animals that live in it. Of course, this can be an inconvenience to the animals, but at the end of the day, the more areas protecting wildlife throughout the world, the better. Under the gaze of his brothers, who were never more than 50 meters away during this whole ordeal, he very slowly and very unmajestically tried to gain his feet. Before unsteadily stumbling off to join them. He chose to recuperate close to them, taking comfort from their presence. With more and more farms converting back to wildlife and creating reserves like Rietspraat, the future of lions in this part of South Africa is safe for now. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Safari with Brent. It was really exciting. There's something really, really special about being up close with a big, beautiful male lion. We will be continuing to follow those 3 male lions in the next coming months. And I'm sure there are a lot of questions from this week's episode. We will be answering them on Wednesday. So remember to put your questions in the comment section below, and we will be putting out a video later in the week answering all those questions, all those fun facts that you want to know. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate the massive support we're getting here at painteddog.tv.